Good morning, MHS. It's Friday, and welcome to the October 7th edition of The Pulse. I'm Cameron Wozolowski.
And I'm Tyler Madden. Thank you so much for joining us. This week on The Pulse, we will give you an exclusive look at MissMHS behind the scenes.
And we'll give seniors some tips to write the best college essay.
Lastly, we'll take a look at how the boys soccer team's undefeated start is going.
All this and much more coming up on this week's edition of
The Pulse. Tonight, the MissMHS competition will take place. There will be lots of singing, dancing, and plenty of other exciting talents on display. Janaea Thornton-Bay gives us an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at how the contestants and judges prepared for this special night.
Tonight, Manchester's talent will be on full display, as 26 girls will compete for their chance to win at the annual MissMHS competition. When it comes to this prestigious competition, there is much more than what meets the eye. It takes a lot of hard work and preparation to put on an entertaining show and wow the crowd. Senior Maria Squartrito has been preparing for this night for quite some time now.
Well, we're here every day after school from 6 to 9, and we kind of like get together, me and my partner who are doing talent together, get together after school and work on it.
The many hours that the contestants dedicate in order to prepare them for the contest leaves them highly anticipating their MissMHS debut. Danielle Marak is very excited to reveal her talents to the MHS community.
I'm super excited to perform in front of them. I really hope they enjoy the performance. It's going to be a really good show.
The contestants aren't the only ones excited for this competition. Judge and math teacher, Ms. Bell, is very eager to see the girls' hard work come to fruition.
I am excited because they've worked so hard, so I'm really excited to see their hard work pay off and them have tons of fun on the stage.
Tonight, right here at the Bailey Auditorium, we will finally see the contestants show their talents on the big stage. From The Pulse, this has been Janaea Thornton-Bay reporting.
Make sure you have your tickets for tonight. We can tell from the hard work of those contestants that this year's MissMHS competition is one you won't want to miss.
And with college applications due soon, seniors are scrambling to finish their essays. Antonio De Leon brings us some tips that'll help you write a college essay that'll be sure to make you stand out.
The college essay is one of the most important pieces of your college application, but also one of the most stressful. And right now, students are typing away trying to write an essay that will make them stand out.
First, you need to consider audience, right? You need to understand who's reading it and why. So admissions officers are going to be reading hundreds of these, so you want to make sure yours sticks out.
It's also important to remember who you're writing for and that it's key to tell your story.
They're going to be looking to see whether or not you can address a question, whether or not you can demonstrate some level of maturity, some ability to kind of reflect back on past experience and take something valuable from that.
But while correct grammar and spelling are good selling points, writing coach Miss Lister says that the real key is making it personal.
I shouldn't be able to take you out of your essay and insert any other person and have it still be true.
Sometimes when writing an essay, it's good to remember the basics.
Generally speaking, the people reading these essays are grad students working in the admissions office. They're often kind of young. They want to know who you are, and they want to hear your story.
College essays is one of the most crucial parts of applying to college, so make sure you can do the very best you can. From The Post, this has been Antonio De Leon reporting.
Please stop by the Writing Lab located in the library for additional help. Good luck to all you seniors.
The MHS varsity boys soccer team has had a very successful season thus far. Ricky Chowdhury brings us the story.
The Manchester boys soccer team was able to dominate their first 4 opponents this season. It's been a very special season so far, and they look to continue their hard work to ensure future success. Having such a successful team here at the high school is special, and Coach John Tedesco, a math teacher at MHS, is happy that he has the ability to lead the team to victory.
I think one of the things that makes them special is the amount of time that they put in the off-season. They really wanted to work together and play in a bigger league, and they did a lot of preseason work to get themselves ready to start the season.
Coach Tedesco has expected a lot from his captains this year, and he thinks that they have done a good job leading the team so far.
I think our captains have started from the beginning. They've kind of set the tone with their teammates, asked a lot of them, setting the bar high, having big goals, and doing all the work that they need for themselves to be there and to show their teammates that this is what we're going to need to do together.
Senior Brooklyn Ramsdell expresses how the boys are always committed to leaving the field with a win under their belts.
When we're on the field, we forget about everything else, and it's just about winning the game and getting to the ball.
The team hasn't had a problem in scoring goals so far, and they hope that goal-scoring success continues.
I think the team will be able to succeed in the future by working hard and playing together and scoring goals.
Junior Matt Kropp, who scored a goal for Manchester last Thursday against East Hartford, explains how Manchester is very determined to win.
I think we have a really good team this year. We're all willing to work for it, make sacrifices, so we all have big goals too. State tournament, big stuff.
As the boys soccer team has gotten up to a hot start this season, they look to work hard to continue their success. From the Pulse, this has been Ricky Chowdhury reporting.
The Big E has been a staple attraction in New England for the past century, including its trademark food, games, and rides, and even has made its way into the Manchester community. Lucas Bullock brings us inside the fair to give us a unique perspective on its 100-year history.
This marks a historical year for the fair based out of West Springfield, Massachusetts. The Big E has been a top attraction for New England for the better part of 100 years. The Big E is one of the largest fairs in New England, with thousands of people attending each year. With the massive crowd comes a variety of food, games, and rides.
Oh, it's amazing. It certainly is. And it's glorious. A lot of people are here today. It's a beautiful day.
People travel from all over New England just to attend this great event.
It's fantastic. It's fun. It's squishy. There's a lot of people, a lot of food, a lot of things to see and shop for. I love it.
This fun family event is also a part of history. It contains state houses for each state located in New England, such as Connecticut, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, and Rhode Island. Even with those, the biggest reason people go is because of the fantastic food.
It's great. I mean, I do fairs all over the country, and this is a really big fair for us. It's a good event.
This year marks the 100th anniversary of the Big E. This fair has been tradition to many families across New England for decades. Whether it's for the food, state houses, or just for fun, this fair has proven to be one of New England's greatest attractions. From the Pulse, this has been Lucas Balduck reporting.
The Big E was a truly fantastic event, and all students and staff should consider attending the fair next year.
Get your boat shoes on, MHS, and set sail for one of our most unique social studies classes. Captain of the SS Pulse, Kyle Smith, has more on Maritime Studies.
Grab your hats, sailors, because it's time for Manchester's Maritime Studies class. During Period 7, there's an interesting class being held that's a little different than your average social studies course. Mr. Maloney has enjoyed teaching this class for 3 years.
I like Maritime Studies because we have great students who are always interested in the material. We get to go out and have good field trips where we get to actually see stuff down by the shore and connect it to classroom stuff.
Recently, these students embarked on a journey to Avery Point, where they competed in the Yukon Annual Boat Race.
The students did a great job at the boat race this year. It was the largest boat race ever. There were over 30 boats entered in it. In our heat, there were 10.
Their boat was made entirely of cardboard and duct tape, but nonetheless, Captain Tom Kropp navigated the SS Power Hour to an amazing third-place finish. He took us through the race.
Yeah, so we lined up with all the competitors on either side from different high schools. And to start, we brought the boat out into the shallow water, and I had to kind of jump into it. And at first, some water got in, which it was a little bit of a slow start. But after a while, I started passing a couple of teams, and it was hard. It was a long race, but by the end, I finished third.
It wasn't just one person who helped them achieve the success.
I carried the boat.
And I helped.
From this pool where students practice to Avery Point, students are making waves with American maritime culture. From the Pulse, this has been Kyle Smith reporting.
If this class seems like it would really float your boat, then talk to your guidance counselor for more information.
No matter where you are, fall is an extremely busy time of year. School is starting back up, people are going back to work. It's often difficult to get some time for yourself. but for 5 Friday nights a year, Memorial Field brings Manchester community together as one. Chris Pagano is here with the story.
Some come for the game.
Just watch some really great football.
Others enjoy the social aspect.
Everyone's cheering, all your friends are here.
They're here to watch their friends.
A lot of friends on the team.
Their students.
I like seeing the cheerleaders and all my players.
And their family.
Here to see my brother.
Regardless of the reason, they are here. Every Friday night, people from all walks of life flock Memorial Field and come together as one. The cheerleaders are loud.
Go, Big Red!
The band is even louder. And the fans are the loudest of them all. And as coach, Brandon Waterman points out,
you can really feel the energy, the love, the hometown spirit when you're playing in your home field.
Players are noticing too.
I think home games are they're just lively. You have the band just going sick in the back. You have friends, family supporting you, just everything about it. It's just you feel like you're at home.
Memorial Field is more than just a new turf or a new track. It's a new home. And the team couldn't be more excited.
We'd all get really hyped and excited and everything, and it was just motivates us to really want to have a great season, really want to do our best.
Right here on this turf field, the entire town of Manchester comes out to support the football team. These home games really bring our community together as one. From the Pulse, this has been Chris Pagano reporting.
Cam, I've been to every football game we've had here so far, and it's great. The atmosphere is great, especially with the new field that we have. It's great.
I agree. The football games are always a good time. Well, that's all we have for you this week, Manchester. Thank you so much for joining us.
If you have any suggestions for stories that we might have missed, email Mr. Larson at b11elars@mpspride.org or visit us in the communications suite.
If you're interested in learning more about the Pulse, checking out our crew, or viewing some of our other projects, visit mhstelevision.com.
And if you just can't get enough MHS news, check out our school newspaper at mhsharpinger.org.
And of course, don't forget to follow us on Twitter at MHS Red Pride. I'm Cameron Wazalowski.
And I'm Tyler Madden. This has been The Pulse.